recently conducted by RPF. So we are doing a lot of work on the women front. We are trying to empower the women and we are trying to bring them in all the field. And the best part is that the women have volunteered to come and work for the QRTs also, quick reaction teams. So these women commandos are now being deployed in the quick reaction teams also. We have already conducted one specialized course for the women commandos at ASG Hyderabad, and similar courses are being organized at one of the RTC. So now the women will come as quick reaction team at most of the airports which you see today. So that is about women. The other part which CISF is very sensitive about is environment conservation. You know, there is a scheme of PM which is called Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam. Under that program, CISF has already planted over 5 lakh trees, and the number is going to, which is one of the highest among the CAPF, and we are going to plant more and more number of trees. Recently, when we undertook this cyclothon, coastal cyclothon, there were twin purpose of undertaking coastal cyclothon. One, that we wanted to raise awareness among the community about coastal security. So we wanted to get the support of the local community, the coastal villages. So we decided to stay in the villages. We identified 52 villages where we stayed, and we have decided to undertake some long-term program under CSR to add some kind of a infrastructure in terms of either sports or environmental protection in those villages. And in that particular program, the other objective was also make people aware about the cleanliness and the environment of the coast. So we undertook a lot of coastal cleaning also. The cleaning of a lot of beaches along the coast were undertaken by our CISF personnel, where the people from the local community also joined. And it became a huge success. First time people realized that we also do these kind of work. So apart from doing our security work, we are also doing lot of work on the environmental protection side. Beekeeping. In fact, we are one of the best in beekeeping. We are doing a lot of beekeeping at most of our units, and one of our production, I think, is crosses how much? Ajay? I think it's quite a bit. I will tell you the exact quantity of honey which we produced last year, and all that being given to the units per sale. More than 1,000 kgs of honey we produced last year, just last year. So we are doing a lot of environmental work, and I mean, these are just to tell you about the other face of CISF. Now I come to the welfare part of our men. CISF is very concerned about the welfare of our personnel, and we have undertaken a lot of measures in the recent times. Number one, they were given a new system of posting, whereby they could give their choice for the posting, choice-based system of posting, and every CISF personnel was asked to give his first 10 choices, and you will be glad to know that almost 80% of them got accommodated in their choices. So we have very few complaints about the posting of the personnel. So that has come down drastically. Number two, a lot of personnel have been promoted in the recent times. We have very recently, in fact, just last month we promoted about 6,000 odd personnel, and two very important decisions which we have taken with the approval of the Home Ministry is that there was a stagnation in the rank of inspectors. We have promoted 176 inspectors to the rank of assistant commandant by giving them local ranks, where they will exercise all the powers of the higher rank. So that is one initiative. With the approval of MHA, we could get it done, and this has reduced the stagnation in promotion from 1996 to 2002. Though all those batches have been covered, and the last batch which we promoted was 2002. Earlier, the batches who could not get promoted even belonged to the batches like 1988. So we have brought down that pendency in promotion to quite a bit, and which has actually enthused our boys. Similarly, for the ASIs who used to get promoted as SI, we have recently given local rank to almost 1,000 odd ASIs as sub-inspectors, and there was also a great kind of a this thing. So the idea is, which we are working on, to at least give 3 promotions to every CISF personnel in their career. That is the minimum we want to achieve, and we have been able to achieve that to a great extent. So that is one welfare measure. The second part is we have taken care of our people who we lost in major accidents. So recently, the insurance amount we have increased for every loss to 1 crore. And with the help of the State Bank of India, which is our official banker, every loss of life in a tragic accident or in an accident will get minimum 1 crore to the family. So that we have been able to achieve. And we have given it already distributed to all the personnel whom we lost this year in any natural calamity or any accident. So that is another aspect which we have done. We have increased the scholarship amount for a lot of our children, and with the help of the banks also, and also with the help of our own welfare fund, we have been able to substantially increase the loan amounts for our personnel. So if they want to take loan for marriage, if they want to take loan for educational purpose, we have substantially increased that amount. And for the sports fund, we have created a separate sports fund in which we have made available our sports personnel the best of the sports kit and other items so that they perform well at national and international level. We are already preparing our sports personnel for the next Commonwealth Games as well as the Olympics. And some of our boys have been selected for the next Commonwealth Games team, I am told. So our boys and girls are doing very well in the sports, as I said earlier also. So that's about the welfare part. And the last thing which I want to tell you, especially about this coastal cyclotron, what objective we have been able to achieve. So we, as just now our DIG Intelligence said, we covered 6,500 kilometers of Indian coastline by undertaking this cyclotron. And in this cyclotron team, one team started from the eastern coast, Bakali in West Bengal, which is close to Haldia, and the other team started from Lakhpat port in Gujarat. And both the teams covered almost 3,200 odd kilometers, and finally it culminated at Kochi. So it is one of the longest coastal cyclotron undertaken by any CAPF, and India Book of Records have recognized our efforts. The more important part is not the distance which we covered, but the hearts which we have won. The number of people who got associated with us on the way. Almost 30 lakh people physically participated in our program along the coast. And at 7 major locations we had major functions. That includes Konark in Odisha, where the Deputy Chief Minister was the chief guest. Then Visakhapatnam, where the Honorable Minister for Civil Aviation was the chief guest. Then we had a function at Chennai, another major function. Then we had one function in Surat, where the Deputy Chief Minister of Gujarat participated. At Mumbai, Taj, where the Speaker was the chief guest. At Goa, again, the Minister was the chief guest. So we were able to mobilize a lot of public support in our coastal cyclotron. And number of people who came forward and associated with us was tremendous. The kind of response which we got from the state government was tremendous. All the state governments came forward and helped us, and that has actually been able to, we have been able to establish as one of the prime forces on the coastline, because we have 47 CISF units along the Indian coast. 47 units are already operational along the Indian coast. So we have been able to make an outreach to the people. So overall, I would say that in last so many years, CISF has grown multifold, and our work is also multifarious in nature, from J&K's Central Jail to the atomic research, space research, aviation, transportation, government building. We have actually diversified to a great extent. And now we are trying to move into new domains of aerial security and cyber security. So there is a tremendous potential in this organization to make this as one of the best security organization in the world, and we are constantly making efforts towards it by building our capacity, by infusing new technology. Technology is one of the main things, and AI-based technology, I must say. At all the airports today we have AI-based technology. Similarly, in other sectors also we are trying to get AI-based technology for integrated command and control center. So we are infusing technology in a big way, and that is the idea, that the stress should not only be on the manpower, the stress should more be on the technology, integration of technology, so that we come out with one of the best security systems in the world. So with these words, I once again thank all of you. The idea was that you are all invited to attend